Hi there, animal explorers! Welcome back to Daisy's Animal Facts, the show where we dive deep into the coolest, wildest, and most amazing animals on Earth. I'm your host, Daisy, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you join me on another incredible adventure into the animal kingdom. Today's episode is about one of the most powerful, ancient, and fascinating creatures on our planet. They're like living dinosaurs that survived when all the others disappeared. They're the largest lizards in the world, and they live on just a few tiny islands in Indonesia. They're incredible hunters with super senses, and they've been around for millions of years. Can you guess what they are? That's right, Komodo dragons! So put on your explorer's hat, grab your adventure gear, and get ready for an amazing journey. We're traveling to the mysterious islands where these incredible reptiles rule, and we're going to discover why Komodo dragons are some of the most remarkable animals on Earth. Let's go! Komodo dragons are the largest living lizards on Earth, and they're absolutely incredible creatures that seem like they've stepped straight out of the age of dinosaurs. These amazing reptiles belong to a group called monitor lizards, which are some of the most intelligent and adaptable lizards in the world. Despite their name, Komodo dragons aren't actually dragons like the ones in fairy tales. They can't breathe fire or fly, but they're just as impressive as any mythical creature. They're called dragons because early explorers thought they looked like the legendary dragons from stories, with their powerful bodies, long tails, and fierce appearance. These magnificent reptiles are found only on a few small islands in Indonesia, making them one of the rarest large animals on Earth. They're perfectly adapted to life on these tropical islands, where they've been the top predators for millions of years. Komodo dragons are cold-blooded reptiles, which means they depend on the sun and their environment to control their body temperature. They're also incredibly ancient. Their ancestors have been around for over 100 million years, making them living links to the prehistoric world. What makes Komodo dragons truly special is their combination of size, strength, intelligence, and unique hunting abilities. They're like nature's perfect predator, designed to survive and thrive in their island home. Komodo dragons live in one of the most specific and limited ranges of any large animal on Earth. They're found only on 5 small islands in Indonesia: Komodo, Rinca, Flores, Gili Motong, and Pater. These islands are part of Komodo National Park, which was created specifically to protect these amazing creatures. Komodo Island is the largest and most famous home of the Komodo dragon. It's a rugged, volcanic island covered with grasslands, forests, and rocky hills. The island is about 150 square miles, roughly the size of a large city. Rinca Island is smaller, but has a large population of Komodo dragons. It's known for its dramatic landscapes with rolling hills and spectacular views of the surrounding ocean. Flores Island is the largest of the islands, but Komodo dragons are only found on the western coast. This island has more forests and different types of habitats. The other 2 islands, Gili Motong and Pater, have smaller populations but are equally important for the species' survival. These islands have a unique climate that's perfect for Komodo dragons. They're tropical but have a dry season and a wet season, creating the perfect balance of heat, humidity, and food sources. The landscape includes grasslands, tropical forests, beaches, and rocky hillsides. The islands are surrounded by coral reefs and clear blue water, making them some of the most beautiful places on Earth. But for Komodo dragons, these islands provide everything they need: warm temperatures, plenty of prey animals, fresh water, and safe places to nest and rest. Living on islands has made Komodo dragons extra special. Being isolated from other land masses has allowed them to evolve into the unique giants they are today, without competition from other large predators. Komodo dragons have incredible bodies that are perfectly designed for their life as powerful predators. Every part of their body serves a specific purpose that helps them hunt, survive, and thrive in their island home. Size and strength are their most impressive features. Adult Komodo dragons can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh over 150 pounds. That's longer than a small car and heavier than most adult humans. Their powerful, muscular bodies are built for strength and endurance. Thick, scaly skin protects them like natural armor. Their scales are reinforced with tiny bones called osteoderms, which make their skin incredibly tough. This armor protects them from thorns, rocks, and even attacks from other Komodo dragons. Powerful legs are short, but incredibly strong. They can run up to 12 miles per hour in short bursts, which is fast enough to catch most of their prey. Their legs are also perfect for digging and climbing. Sharp claws on each foot work like meat hooks. They use these claws for digging, climbing, and holding onto their prey. Each claw is perfectly curved and razor sharp. Muscular tail makes up about half of their total length. They use their tail for balance when running, as a weapon when fighting, and for swimming. The tail is so strong it can knock down a full-grown deer. Incredible skull is perfectly designed for their hunting lifestyle. Their skull is thick and strong, with powerful jaw muscles that can deliver a bite force of over 1,000 pounds per square inch. Forked tongue is one of their most important tools. Like snakes, Komodo dragons flick their forked tongues to taste the air and detect chemical signals from prey, other dragons, or potential dangers. Their bodies are perfectly adapted for their environment and lifestyle, making them one of nature's most successful predators. Komodo dragons have absolutely incredible senses that make them amazing hunters. Their senses are so good that they can detect prey from miles away and track animals that passed by hours earlier. Smell and taste are their superpowers. Komodo dragons have what scientists call a vomeronasal system, a special organ that combines taste and smell into one super sense. When they flick their forked tongues, they collect chemical information from the air and ground. This amazing system allows them to smell food from up to 5 miles away, track prey that passed by hours earlier, detect if other Komodo dragons are nearby, find water sources from great distances, and identify whether prey is healthy or sick. Eyesight is excellent, especially for detecting movement. They can see clearly up to 1,000 feet away and are particularly good at spotting moving objects. Their eyes are positioned on the sides of their heads, giving them a wide field of view to watch for both prey and threats. Hearing is quite good, though not their strongest sense. They can hear low-frequency sounds that travel well through their island environment, helping them detect the movements of large prey animals. Touch is important for close-up hunting. They have sensitive scales that can detect vibrations in the ground, helping them know when prey is approaching or if danger is near. Heat detection helps them find warm-blooded prey. Like some snakes, Komodo dragons can detect slight temperature differences, which helps them locate hidden animals. All these senses work together to make Komodo dragons incredibly effective hunters. They're like living detection machines, perfectly tuned to find food and avoid danger in their island world. Komodo dragons are carnivores, which means they eat only meat. They're opportunistic hunters, which means they'll eat almost any animal they can catch. Their diet changes depending on their size, age, and what's available on their island. Young Komodo dragons eat smaller prey like insects and spiders, small lizards and snakes, bird eggs and baby birds, fish and crabs from tidal pools, and small mammals like rats and rabbits. Adult Komodo dragons can hunt much larger prey, including deer, their favorite food, wild boar, water buffalo, goats, monkeys, large birds, and other Komodo dragons, yes. They sometimes eat each other. Hunting techniques vary depending on the prey. Ambush hunting is their preferred method. They'll lie perfectly still near game trails or water sources, waiting for prey to come close. Then they launch a surprise attack with incredible speed and power. Persistence hunting involves following prey for long distances. Even if they miss their first attack, they can track wounded animals for miles using their incredible sense of smell. Scavenging is also important. Komodo dragons have excellent noses for finding dead animals, and they can detect carrion from miles away. Pack hunting sometimes happens when multiple dragons work together to bring down large prey like water buffalo. Komodo dragons can eat huge amounts of food at once, up to 80% of their body weight in a single meal. After a big meal, they might not need to eat again for several weeks. They swallow their food in large chunks or even whole, depending on the size. Their stomachs can expand dramatically to accommodate massive meals. For many years, scientists thought Komodo dragons killed their prey with bacteria in their mouths. But recent research has revealed an even more amazing secret. Komodo dragons are actually venomous. Venom glands in their lower jaw produce a complex mixture of toxic proteins. This venom is different from snake venom and has unique effects on prey animals. How the venom works: it prevents blood from clotting, causing continuous bleeding. It lowers blood pressure dramatically. It causes shock and weakness. And it prevents wounds from healing properly. The hunting process with venom is incredibly effective. The Komodo dragon bites its prey and injects venom. Even if the prey escapes, the venom continues working. The animal becomes weak and goes into shock. The dragon follows the scent trail to find the weakened prey. The final attack is much easier with the weakened animal. Venom delivery happens through grooves in their teeth. When they bite down, the venom flows along these grooves directly into the wound, making it incredibly effective. This venom system makes Komodo dragons even more impressive as predators. They don't just rely on strength and size. They have a sophisticated chemical weapon that helps them hunt successfully. The discovery of Komodo dragon venom has changed how scientists understand these amazing creatures, and has revealed new connections between Komodo dragons and their ancient relatives. Baby Komodo dragons live completely different lives from their parents, and their survival story is absolutely fascinating. When they first hatch, baby Komodo dragons are only about 16 inches long and weigh less than 4 ounces, small enough to fit in your hand. Nesting and hatching begins when female Komodo dragons dig deep nests in the ground or use abandoned bird nests. They lay 15 to 30 leathery eggs and guard them carefully for about 8 months until they hatch. Early life challenges are intense. Baby Komodo dragons face danger from every direction. Adult Komodo dragons, including their own parents, will eat them. Birds of prey hunt them from above. Snakes and other lizards compete for the same food. They must find their own food immediately after hatching. Tree climbing is their main survival strategy. Baby Komodo dragons are excellent climbers and spend most of their first few years living in trees. This keeps them safe from ground-dwelling predators, including adult Komodo dragons. Diet differences are dramatic. While adults hunt large mammals, babies eat insects and spiders, small lizards and geckos, bird eggs and nestlings, tree-dwelling invertebrates, and anything small enough to overpower. Growing up is a long process. It takes about 8 to 10 years for a Komodo dragon to reach full adult size. During this time, they gradually spend more time on the ground and begin hunting larger prey. Survival rates are low. Only about 1 in 10 baby Komodo dragons survives to adulthood. This makes each adult dragon very precious for the species' survival. Independence comes immediately. Unlike many animals, baby Komodo dragons receive no parental care after hatching. They must learn everything about survival on their own through trial and error. The dramatic difference between baby and adult Komodo dragons shows how adaptable these amazing reptiles are at every stage of their lives. Komodo dragons are much more intelligent than most people realize. They show complex behaviors, problem-solving abilities, and social interactions that reveal their sophisticated minds. Individual personalities are clearly recognizable. Each Komodo dragon has its own temperament, preferences, and behavioral patterns. Some are more aggressive, others are more cautious, and some are more curious about new things. Learning abilities are impressive. They can learn to recognize individual humans. They adapt their hunting strategies based on experience. They remember the locations of food sources and territories. They can solve simple problems to reach food. Social behaviors are more complex than expected. They establish dominance hierarchies. They communicate through body language and chemical signals. They sometimes cooperate during hunting. They show different behaviors toward familiar versus unfamiliar dragons. Territorial behavior is important for their survival. Each dragon establishes and defends a territory. Territory size depends on food availability and dragon size. They mark their territories with scent. Territorial disputes can be fierce, but are usually resolved without serious injury. Play behavior has been observed in young dragons. They engage in mock fighting and chasing games. They explore their environment out of curiosity. They manipulate objects with their mouths and claws. Play helps them develop hunting and social skills. Communication methods include body postures that signal aggression or submission, tail movements that convey different meanings, scent marking to communicate with other dragons, vocalizations including hissing and growling. Their intelligence makes Komodo dragons even more fascinating and shows that reptiles can be much more complex than many people think. The relationship between Komodo dragons and humans is complex and has changed dramatically over time. Local people have lived alongside these amazing creatures for thousands of years, developing a relationship based on respect and caution. Local legends and culture have always featured Komodo dragons. Scientific discovery brought global attention. Conservation challenges emerged as the world learned about these creatures. Modern coexistence requires careful balance. Safety measures are essential. Research contributions help both species. The relationship between humans and Komodo dragons shows how we can learn to coexist with even the most powerful wild animals when we approach them with respect and understanding. Despite being apex predators on their islands, Komodo dragons face serious threats that put their survival at risk. Understanding these challenges is crucial for protecting these amazing creatures. Small population size is the biggest overall threat. Habitat loss threatens their island homes. Prey reduction directly impacts dragon survival. Human-dragon conflicts sometimes occur. Tourism pressures must be carefully managed. Poaching and illegal trade remain concerns. Disease could devastate small populations. These threats require constant vigilance and active management to ensure Komodo dragons survive for future generations. Fortunately, many dedicated people are working hard to protect Komodo dragons and ensure their survival. Conservation efforts involve local communities, scientists, governments, and international organizations. Even though Komodo dragons live far away on remote Indonesian islands, there are many ways you can help protect these incredible creatures and support conservation efforts. Support conservation organizations that work to protect Komodo dragons, learn and share knowledge about these amazing animals, make environmentally responsible choices, support responsible tourism. Get involved in education and awareness, support scientific research, and advocate for conservation policies. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to the protection of these magnificent creatures and their island homes. And that's our incredible adventure into the amazing world of Komodo dragons. From their powerful venom and super senses to their ancient history and island homes, Komodo dragons have shown us that the real world can be even more amazing than any fantasy story. These magnificent creatures remind us that our planet is full of incredible animals that have survived for millions of years through amazing adaptations. They show us the importance of protecting unique habitats and the animals that call them home. Komodo dragons also teach us about the delicate balance of nature. As apex predators on their islands, they play a crucial role in keeping their ecosystems healthy. Their survival depends on the health of their entire island homes, from the smallest insects to the largest deer. Most importantly, Komodo dragons show us that every species is precious and irreplaceable. Once they're gone forever. But with care, respect, and dedicated conservation efforts, we can ensure that these living dragons continue to thrive on their island kingdoms for generations to come. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey to the land of dragons on Daisy's Animal Facts. If you enjoyed learning about these amazing reptiles, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again for our next adventure into the animal kingdom. Remember, every animal has an incredible story to tell, and the more we learn about them, the better we can protect and appreciate the amazing diversity of life on our planet. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and always remember that the real world is full of creatures more amazing than any dragon in any story. Stay curious, stay wild, and keep discovering the incredible animals that share our world.